I'm outside because my kid's going to sleep and there's all these noisemakers. Of course, there's noise out here too, but. And I'm in the cold with no jacket to reflect how I feel. Not being able to go pretty much anywhere as of today because of my daughter it's actually confronting me with a stark truth of solitude. And I'm coming across videos that are reminding me to really put down thought. I do still escape into fantasy, into kind of analyzing. Like, all I have to go on is Angela's videos because I can't really go to my Be Free stuff except for when, anyway, as much as I was able to. Like tonight, everyone's dancing and I signed up, but Cheyenne kept me home, basically. The doors seem to be closing to everywhere but focusing on myself. Tonight I was practicing the feeling of everything falling apart. Things seem to be destabilizing everything. You know, it comes apart and it comes together, but it feels like an opportunity. It's a new wave of like horror and terror. Confronting my aloneness. In my body and being with it. And finding the joy and enjoyment in that and having that be the final destination. Just being with the sensation of what wants to be here now. And tonight, what wants to be here is the crumbling of the world and what that feels like in its entirety. The unfriendly version of the dissolution of everything. It doesn't feel like it's dissolving, it feels like it's crumbling. There's an instability for me at work. Livelihood tends to ruffle you up a little. My home, I just had women in my home for hours where they're welcome, and I love the feeling of my home being a place where people gather, but it was a bit destabilizing. So it's not that there's this, there's no danger here. So it's the welcoming and the holding of kind of the truth of impermanence that whenever this feeling of crumbling and nothingness comes, to hold it and to not be like, well, everything's actually okay. Okay, fine, everything's okay. That thought, it's not a matter of it being true. It's if I'm using that thought to chase away the feeling, the truth of what wants to be here, of the feeling of crumbling and complete rejection and loss, then I'm not being true to what wants to be here. Rejection and loss and the crumbling of a world wants to be felt. So tonight I've been sitting with it and welcoming it in bits and really noticing and confronting my, that I still don't feel like letting go completely of thought and all the things that it seems to do for me, but it is becoming like too much candy that gives you a tummy ache. Like, how much more candy can I eat? It's not tasty anymore and it's becoming bitter. And it is a poison. And one of my little comforts is checking my Facebook numbers, not Facebook, YouTube numbers. And today I didn't put on the shelf that the numbers feel good and they look good, but when I think about where they come from, it's not really an authentic representation of what's happening and the community, the sense of community that I feel like I'm tapping into. Most of my numbers come not from my community, they come from all over the world. For reasons that are not they're not intended by me. So, like, today I'm feeling stripped of all my binkies, all the pacifiers, all the blankies, all the teddy bears, laid bare without it, because truth the only honest soothing is letting, what I was reminded of this weekend is letting the earth hold me. I was going to say letting friends hold me, but I'm noticing how much I want and need, want that. I don't, it's fine, it's human, obviously, but I'm being stripped of that also. Because those beautiful interactions, when they happen spontaneously and, from a place of pure love, there's not a wanting there, and there's not a soothing there. It's just connection. It's not something to be like, okay, I have that, at least I have that, because then it's not true love. And the enjoyment is stripped when it's used as something, as pacification. Everything just feels, all the pacifiers are crumbling, because I don't want to, anything that's not purely true just feels like shit. And I don't want to feel like shit. Oh. Because there's a barrier between the truth of just experience being here. I'm gonna post the video that I came across. I keep coming across older videos of Angelo's that are reminding me of what the fuck I'm doing here. And it's enough already. This is one of those moments where I'm getting sick of my own bullshit again. I do this a lot. It's a cycle. But every time I feel like this, it's an opportunity to put down the bullshit a little more and live. So my kid, once again, is my greatest teacher, my most stoic and austere Zen, none with a ruler.